Hello everybody. So in this video we are going to make a broccoli cheddar cheese soup. It's supposed to be a copycat recipe for Panera's restaurant. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. Okay, so let's start with grating some carrots. I've already washed these and the broccoli we're going to need. So we're just going to, we need about a cup of grated carrot, it says, and about 2 to 3 cups of broccoli florets. See if I can do this without grating my fingers because these are quite small. I didn't think about thawing out some of my grated carrot that I harvested and grated in the freezer. Didn't think about that. So yes, the recipe says about a cup. See how well we're doing. Oh, close. A few more. I wasn't sure how many to wash, so I just washed a handful of them. I've wanted to try this recipe for quite a while, so today was the day. We're going to have it with the French bread we made in the previous video. Homemade French bread with homemade soup. Yummy. Okay, I think that's fairly close to a cup. Okay, so let's get the soup started on the stove. Okay, so where's my spoon? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it says it needs about 1/4 of a cup of butter. We're going to make a roux. So we're just melting the butter. Let that melt. And then we need 1/4 of a cup of flour to help thicken the sauce. Help thicken the soup, pardon me. Just want to make sure it's completely melted before I put this in. Give you guys a little closer look here. Okay. I think that's close enough, so let's put the flour in. Cook the flour a little bit. It also calls for 1½ cups of chicken broth. This is my homemade canned chicken broth. 1½ to 2 cups it says. So I'm going to add some of that in there. And use my whisk to break up some of the chunks here. Sorry, it's a bit loud. Add a little bit more. I like to do this process slowly. Some people do it all at once. I like to do it slowly. Just making sure I get all the lumps. We don't want lumps of flour into our soup here. Okay, I'm going to add the rest. The bottom of my pot's a little bit warped, that's why it keeps going like this. I need to buy new pots. Okay, let's mix that in too. Okay, I'm going to get some of my chopped onions and we're going to stick those in. So I have frozen pre-cut onions here, If you watched my previous videos, for the new viewers, I like to pre-dice my onions and then freeze them. So it says about half a cup. Some of them are in chunks here, which is fine. They'll break apart here. So I'm just going to put about half a cup. If you want more onion, I don't think it would matter. Okay. And then we're going to stick the grated carrot in. You could also buy carrot matchsticks if you don't want to grate the carrot. Let that all simmer together. I'm going to add the broccoli now. This is about 2 to 3 cups of broccoli florets. Okay, let's add some garlic paste. You can add garlic, period, it's fine. This is actually not in the recipe, but I'm going to add it because I like garlic and everything. Just mix that in. Okay, I'm going to go get the heavy cream and the milk that needs to go in this. Just one sec. Okay, so the recipe calls for 1 cup of milk, any kind you like, of course. You put 1 cup of milk in. And 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. If you wanted to mix these two ratios around, I think you probably could, fine. If you wanted to stick 2 cups of heavy cream, I think that would probably be fine. If you wanted a little bit more creamy. Just mix that around. Okay, I'm gonna put some salt and pepper. Let's see. It says about 1.5 teaspoons. Try that. Same with the pepper. I like to season in layers, so I will taste this later and see if it needs more. Okay. It also calls for a pinch of red pepper flakes. That is optional, you don't have to. There they are. So I'm just going to put a little pinch in. My kids don't like a lot of spice, so I'm just going to put a pinch in. Just for flavor. I've been getting them more used to eating spice. I want them to try different kinds of food that they're not used to. Okay, so I'm going to let this simmer for a minute, and then we'll do the cheese. Okay, so the soup has been simmering for a little bit. Put a reusable lid on my chicken stock. I did add another 3/4 of a jar of chicken stock to this, just because I wanted to make more soup. This is for my whole family, so I needed to add a little bit more. So I did add a little bit more heavy cream as well to keep the creaminess. Just in case you noticed it's a little bit more in the pot here. Okay, so then the next is cheddar cheese, and they want about 2 cups. So I'm going to dump this whole bag in here. If you want to grate your own cheese, that's okay. So I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit longer, let the cheese incorporate with the cream. And then we're going to give it a taste test and see if it needs more salt and pepper. So this has been simmering for a while. So let's taste and see if it needs any more seasoning. It's kind of hot. It's not bad. I think it needs more pepper though. The salt is good. It needs more pepper though. Let's see. Just incorporate that for a second here. And then there's a little trick I learned from another YouTuber that you pour it onto your spoon so you don't have to use a new spoon. Better. It's perfect now. It's really good. I've never tried broccoli cheddar soup, and I figured today was the day. My kids love broccoli and cheese sauce, so I figured they would absolutely love this soup. This is really good. I'm going to give you a close-up look. So this is what it looks like close up. Tastes absolutely delicious. Highly, highly recommend you make it. So everyone, it's dinner time here. So this is where I'm going to end the video. I hope you enjoyed making broccoli cheddar soup with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.